Alright, here we go. I've got it all apart. I actually took it way more apart than I needed to. I took the insulator panel off the bottom. I took the faceplate off. I didn't need to do that because I found out that you just need to take off two screws near the top here on either side, and the entire assembly of a tape deck with the motor came out with it. So I just did that, and I was able to find the problem pretty much instantaneously. Just like I expected, the belt broke, or I thought it was worn out, but this is completely broken off. See if I can find a good place to set this here so I can show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so this here's the belt, and this is very stretched, because as you can see, the belt would just go from this reel to this reel. It's just a one, goes around one time. Here's the belt from the motor for the input, and this belt is also very stretched. See that? That's gonna slip. Actually, looks like it might have slipped off of the reel like it's supposed to, but there's the drive belt for it. See, when I turn this, it moves that gear there, those gears there, moves that gear. Everything, even your little idler thing there moves. Everything moves there like it should when you turn the belt for the motor. But as you can see there, right there, that wobble, that belt is also stretched. And here's your belt for your pulleys on this. And that, I believe, would have gone around that. This is another one that it would have gone on, another little pulley, and then it looks like there's a double layer on the motor there, so it would have gone on that as well. So it would have wrapped all the way around. I don't think it would have gone on that one though, so it would have just wrapped around here and gone. It's hard to tell what it might have done without actually seeing what it was like before it broke, but the good news about this is that it is going to be very simple to fix. I'm going to take that out in a second. It's going to be very simple to fix because all you got to do is get a new belt for it. But the unfortunate part about this is that you're not going to find a belt like this. They don't make them anymore, especially not for this aftermarket deck. Even if I was able to get the right model number and everything, I'd have to find a used unit for parts, in which case the belt, being a wear item, would also probably be likely worn out on that unit as well. So I'd have to try and find a replacement belt, aftermarket belt for this aftermarket deck, and it's just not going to be possible. So I'm not sure if I'll ever get this fixed, but at least I know now what's wrong with it, and you guys can, do this on your own decks. They all basically work the same. Let me get these two screws out here so I can show you. Okay, so I just stripped that bolt out there, or that screw, so I'm not gonna be able to get this out of the way like I thought, but I might be able to lift it up enough for you to see it. So there's your reel. You can also see it on the other side right here. See that? It's a just basic pulley. If you're at all mechanically or technologically inclined, you'll know what a pulley is. But yeah, anyway, this is just a standard tape deck. They all work basically the same. They all look like this inside to a degree. I mean, obviously this one's, your geometry of how the belts are going to spin and stuff is a little slightly different with each tape deck, but the basic function of it is always going to be the same. They're always going to be about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. It's a simple mechanism. So if you've got a tape deck that is not playing tapes anymore, you'll stick it in and you'll hear the motor run, but you won't feel or hear the reels spinning. It's likely that your belt is faulty to some degree, and you need to get a new one. So that's what that is. I wish I could show you the clutch on this, but this panel isn't going to come off. I'm going to have to probably heat this up with a micro torch and get that to come out, because I can't. I completely stripped it. I can't get it with a screwdriver anymore at this point. But yeah, that's how these work. And actually, the clutch for it is inside of. It's behind this circle here. It's not on the actual pulley. It's behind. It's in the. It's in here with all the in the gearbox. Right underneath the actual, what do you call them? Heads on there. See that in there? So yeah, that's the gist of broken belt on a tape deck. I guess I'll post an update. I might not, but I might post an update if I can figure out how to work YouTube community, if I ever actually find a belt to replace this one. But for now, it's going to remain taken apart on the bench until I can find a replacement belt, or I'll just use this one for parts for a different deck. Who knows? But I hope I helped somebody with this, and if I didn't help anybody, at least now you know what the inside of a tape deck looks like. So I'll see you in the next one.